First slide. Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to the show. Welcome to San Diego's LEARNin Local Live. And today we're talking about the LEARNin Local Challenge. We are focused in on the South region of San Diego, and we have a professional, an expert in the area who's going to talk about the opportunities, Crystal Hughes with Porchlight Realty. My name is Chris Astolero with Exchange Resources. We are LEARNin San Diego Live. All right, everybody, another beautiful day here in sunny San Diego. If you're looking for a red hot sunny investment, South San Diego is the place to be. It's got massive high demand and relatively affordable coastal living. Investors are jumping into cities like Chula Vista, Imperial Beach, National City, and if you have the means, Coronado. Why, you ask? Think 5% rent growth for 2026. We've got a severe housing shortage and constant hungry renter demand from families and commuters, whether it's San Isidro, which is unique to the cross-border commuting, the booming areas in Chula Vista. This is where a lot of investors are going to right now. My name is Chris Astolero with Exchange Resources. If you're an investor who's thinking about selling their investment property and is faced with a significant tax consequence, a 1031 exchange may be right for you, but we always recommend that you talk to your CPA to determine if it is going to benefit you. Now, with LEARNin Local Live San Diego, we want to be able to present different things that are going on within the cities, the regions. And so we've got news articles that we talk about to make sure that you're in the know about what's going on. So before we get started on the show, let's kick it off with our LEARNin Local News.
Happy Friday, everyone. This is Coach Fru. Well, everyone knows fake news. There's fake news out there. Everyone also knows there's fake people. That is the absolute reason why we have this show. It is the only live podcast featuring subject matter experts that can actually help you decipher what's real, what's not. And it's hard to, quite frankly. So that's the reason why we do this. Wanted to mention this week, we had an amazing article that we'll reference at the end of the show about how real estate investors are increasingly turning to the invisible housing market to find deals. So it's 21%, as a matter of fact. I mean, 21% of are invisible. So we found that it'd be worth having a show to discuss that. So Chris, are you as interested as I am to learn about all these invisible properties? And quite frankly, you know what? We have the experts. We have people who are actually dealing in invisible properties to tell you all about what's going on here. Isn't that's going to be a super exciting show?
I really am, Ruben. And the reason why I am and so many investors are out there that are interested is because the prices are so high in San Diego that many investors, realtors, are doing what they can to find off-market deals that are not in the MLS, deals are not on Craigslist, deals are not on the internet. I mean, it's stuff that we need to look into, because who doesn't want a discount in real estate right now? There's so many investors who are frustrated about, they did a poll and 65% of them are frustrated because many of the properties that they find do not cash flow, right? And having these off-market deals and knowing about these deals and knowing where to look is an opportunity to be able to get that property that you want where, it makes sense.
100%. Yeah. Well, you know what? Instead of me and you saying that, let's do it. Let's let them what they have, and let's introduce what LEARNin Local is, Chris.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ruben. So what is LEARNin Local Live? LEARNin Local Live is a live podcast. So please make sure that you comment and ask questions below. That way you can connect directly with our subject matter experts here in case you're in need of their services to find real estate. And so we're here as LEARNin Local Live to educate, empower, and inspire you to make the right decisions in real estate. And how do we do that? We bring the subject matter experts here. We connect, we collaborate, and we create content with all of these professionals who are in the front lines working with buyers and sellers and contractors and appraisers and inspectors. And, we want to bring them all here today for you. So we've got them here today. Happy Friday. Martin, Ellie, Erica, how are you all doing today? It's been a great week so far, yes?
Yeah, doing awesome, especially after yesterday's event. Great seeing you guys there.
Yeah, yesterday was good.
Yesterday was
definitely good. We got a lot of deals coming up. Saturday is going to be crazy. We're opening up a house to investors to go check out. Got a couple exits on it. Walking a couple properties. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Erica, you're about ready to have a baby soon. So congratulations.
Thank you. I'm excited. I'm ready to have her in the outside world. Throw her off on the show sometime.
Yeah. And Martin, great to see you. Every week it seems like we see each other. And I think with San Diego's LEARNin Local Live, we bring all of our subject matter experts, our professionals together so that we can meet them and we can connect and collaborate. And we can do these shows. Without all of you, we wouldn't even have the show. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be here with us and to grow with us. So let's kick off the next segment of our show and get into it and meet our LEARNin Local influencers. All right. And how's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing great here in San Diego. The reason why we bring our LEARNin Local influencers here is because we want you to get to know them on a personal level. It's very hard to get to know influencers when they're just uploading videos. Live is completely different. You can connect with them right away. And they bring to you their expertise, their knowledge on what they can help you with and why you should use them to help you purchase real estate. So I'm one of these influencers. I'm in the 1031 exchange industry, and I don't have time to create content for me. I'm grateful that I'm a part of this show and they're able to do this for me and for all of the other influencers. So this is what they can do for you. Located in Rancho Bernardo, we've been around for over 26 years and we've done over 60,000 tax-deferred exchanges. If you don't do a 1031 tax-deferred exchange, you could be faced with about 30 to 40% in taxes, right? Wouldn't you rather roll that over into the next property so that you can buy more with it? Well, we're here to give you your options. Let's talk. All right, thank you so much, Exchange Resources. And again, thank you for all of our influencers for being here. Our viewers want to get to know all of you. So if we can get started, and Erica, if you can introduce yourself.
Absolutely. Good morning. I am checking that it's still morning. It is. I'm Erica Charleston with Legacy Investments and Real Estate. I am an investment advisor and I specialize specifically on working with landlords, more specifically those who have owned property maybe more than 10 years. Some of my clients have owned property for 30 or 40 years. So you know what that means in California, that property is highly appreciated. And like Chris said, you don't want to just sell that and pay all the taxes. Who wants to do that? We're going to do a 1031 exchange into something maybe more passive, potentially higher cash flowing, such as the Delaware Statutory Trust that allows my clients to go from active real estate, crawling under the sink to fix the plumbing, or finding someone last minute on a Saturday to figure out why the tenant's fridge is only cooling to 55 degrees, whatever the situation, if you're ready to get out of active landlording into something passive, whether it's for you or your clients, I'm here to help. Erica Charleston, Legacy Investments and Real Estate.
All right. Thank you so much, Erica. And Ellie, please introduce yourself. We want to get to know who you are.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, my name is Allie Perkins with Oak Rock Real Estate Investments down here in San Diego. I'm a realtor, and I specialize in working with investors, looking at all different types of opportunities. So some opportunities arise on market, some opportunities arise off market, and I just try to identify the best ones that will fit their needs. And I work alongside Martin, and I'll let him go ahead and introduce himself.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. My name is Martin Magana. Pleasure to be back. I'm with Oak Rock Realty. I work alongside Allie. We really do specialize on that investment side of real estate, locating, identifying, underwriting, and getting you the best deal for either if it's traditional, wholesaling, whatever it is. We're here to help you, and we really do look out for what's best for our client. We're not one of those money-focused wholesalers. We really focus on the opportunity, making sure you get the best deal and making sure you're informed on everything you're doing so you get the very, very best deal available. So Martin Magana with Oak Rock Realty.
Thank you, Martin. Corey.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Corey Aguinaldo, and I'm a realtor manager at Whitehurst SoCal Living. I've been living in San Diego for over 30 years, and prior to being a full-time realtor, I have 10 years of escrow experience, and I also have a bachelor's degree from public administration in San Diego State. And I'm also one of the moderators for a caravan on Fridays at Bay Mesa. I specialize with helping clients that are first-time home buyers, investors, and seasoned investors.
All right. Thank you all so much for being here, and your knowledge, your expertise, everything that you do every single day with real estate is so important for our viewers to know. We want to know what you do, how you do it, how you help your clients, and we have such an amazing show for you today. Again, thank you all so much for taking time out of your day today. So let's kick off and dive into the next segment of our show and get into it with our LEARNin Local Insights.
All right, well, let's talk insights. This is my favorite segment of the show, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. But very first, let's hear from our sponsors and give them a special thank you.
Protection that puts you first. Your home and your family deserve security, stability, and peace of mind. For every mile, every moment, every memory in motion. Because every drive deserves to get you home safely. Comprehensive solutions that safeguard your operations, assets, and future. Farmers Insurance, because your life deserves protection that truly matters.
Awesome. Thanks again to Farmers Insurance for sponsoring this segment. We do want to make sure that your assets are protected. So as I mentioned, this is my favorite part of our show because we are bringing you insights from each specific region of San Diego. We are today focused on the South region, and we have two experts with us here today. We'll introduce them both, and then we'll get into some talking points about why this region, why today, why now. So first, let's hear from Crystal Hughes. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. Yes, thank you. I am Crystal Hughes, and thank you so much for having me and having me back. It's great to be here. So I've been in the industry for about 13 years, serving clients through San Diego County and especially in the South region. And I've lived in Coronado for the last 4 years. So my primary focus is working with high net worth individuals, luxury homeowners, and sophisticated investors who want more than just a transaction. They want strategy, discretion, and long-term financial clarity. So I operate as a consultant first and then as an agent second. Help protect clients' bottom line is really my main focus for purchasers. We structure smart deals, we manage risk, and we help make informed decisions about complex and even simple real estate assets. This includes everything from luxury, new construction. I focus a lot on high and midterm luxury rentals as well. And we have a fix and flip division. I've worked a lot with land and development. So we work with investors and builders to help protect and earn partnership as well. So over the years, in these 13 years, my most important is my network and my personal Rolodex of developers, private sellers, which ultimately, like we're talking about today, kind of gives us that access to off-market and these invisible opportunities where they oftentimes don't hit the market. So it allows clients to kind of avoid bidding wars and to be able to position themselves in strength for negotiations. So kind of to wrap up a little bit about what we're doing and who I am, I am in the top 10% agents. So that's helped position me over the years nationwide, but it really does allow me to build those long-term relationships with clients. I didn't come from generational wealth, so it's kind of built-in access to the industry. So transparency and diligence is huge, right? So if you are interested in, luxury sales or even working on your portfolio or becoming a first-time investor, interest rates have dropped and we are shifting significantly. So in order to have that, my goal really here is, my mission is to elevate homes, to not only elevate homes, but also to elevate the humans in the process and make sure that everyone feels informed, protected, and empowered. So a lot of my work ultimately is making off-market things happen to build a private network that gives my clients access to properties that some people will never see.
That was great. Thank you so much, Crystal. I took some notes. I'm planning on reaching out to you after the show. I'm excited.
Thanks, Erica. Yeah.
So, to mention also, if you're watching or listening, keep an eye or ear out for our contact info so you can get in touch as well. Next, let's hear from Maria Engel.
Hi, everyone. Hi. Thank you for having me here again in the show. I'm Maria Engel with eXp Commercial. I'm your commercial real estate advisor and business broker based here in Chula Vista, serving the South Bay and Greater San Diego. I'm super excited to be here today. And if you are an investor or an entrepreneur looking for your next smart move, that's what I do. So I'm originally from Spain. I've been living in the US for over 20 years now. And I'm multilingual, Spanish and English. And what I do, I work with landlords, tenants, buyers and sellers looking for their best opportunity to even sell, buy, rent their properties, looking for a good cash flow, working with 1031 exchange partners. So we help turn smart investments into lasting portfolios. Well, through this platform, I share real insights, real stories, and real strategies that goes beyond closing the deals. Personally, I really believe that commercial real estate and business ownerships are powerful tools for freedom, stability, and building something that lasts beyond ourselves. So if we are looking to expand, you're looking to expand your footprint, place your capital wisely, or explore opportunities in one of San Diego's fastest growing regions, I'm here ready to connect. Another thing that people don't normally know is that when they're struggling, I'm here to help too. I have all of these tenants that they don't know what to do. They have their lease stuck. I get the solution. I take them out of it. I find the exit strategy. So I'm here always happy to help. Thank you for having me back again.
Thank you, Maria. We've already met, but we should touch base again as well. Like I said, this is my very favorite segment of the show. For one, to meet new agents and brokers like yourselves, but also so we can talk to you about your specific region. You are the subject matter experts. So let's talk about the South region of San Diego. And first of all, let's touch on the quality of life. So why should our investors, our buyers, whether they're first-time home buyers or long-time investors, why should they focus on this region? Why here? Why now? Let's hear first from Crystal. And it looks like you're on mute, just so you know. I always like to remind you.
No, I appreciate you. Okay, so the South kind of region is not trying to be something that it's not. Right? It is so community-based, and there are a lot of opportunities with some of the larger parcels of land, and as well as there's a lot of growth that's been happening. So a lot of especially the last couple of years, there's been a lot of growth. So if you're looking for something that's community-based, but also allows you for investment and opportunities from everything from single family to commercial, right, Maria? to opportunities to make money. So the South County is also tends to be the weather. The weather's good. A lot of the gray tends to pass, and we're not as hot as the east.
Those are two huge selling points, let's be honest. So
Yeah, I actually grew up in the South Bay, and so from the 1990s, I saw how fast it's grown from all the residential homes that popped up at Otay Ranch and then Millennia, and now with the Gaylord coming up there with all of the growth that's in the Bayfront. That's a really, really good opportunity, and especially the South Bay is still one of the most affordable places to live in San Diego.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, I agree. South San Diego stands out of one of the few spots in San Diego County where you can still snag livable communities near job centers, right? The transit, the booming economies without coastal premiums. Like here in Chula Vista, we have this Lake and Otay Ranch, top-rated schools, bilingual Spanish and English, communities where you can find commercial and residential all in one mixed use, as well as a lot of industrials all along together. So I believe South Bay, Chula Vista area specifically, is like in a boom right now, is growing, and is a family oriented and also work area, because also with the close of the border.
Yes. And last week, I actually had an opportunity to see the mayor of National City at an event talking about the growth that's going on in National City in the port. So they're putting hotels and putting more parks, and they're going to have like a shuttle connecting the National City Port to Gaylord. So there's so much stuff and growth, so much growth really happening in the South Bay.
Yes, I agree with that. Erica, I think you were going to speak to this a little bit, but I think the quality of life is really important in the South County. There's a lot of like military and family and reasons that people particularly want to live there. Even from an investment standpoint, it gives a lot of quality of life for multiple exit strategies for an investor as well. So, and beachfront opportunities, and I being Coronado. So I think one of the biggest things with the South Side is the quality of life, and as well as the investment opportunities.
Well, on that note, let's talk about our next topic, which is market trends. So where are the deals coming from? And you just mentioned exit plans and such, which are obviously important when you're in real estate. You want to make money through whether it's cash flow, appreciation, a combination of both. So what are some of the trends in the South region, and where are those deals coming from? Let's maybe hear first from Maria. Oh, we dropped Maria. Let's hear first from Crystal.
Okay, sounds good. So what we're seeing is, especially like Escondido in certain areas, Chula Vista, we're seeing over the last 60 days, half of the listings that have been on the market in the last 90 to 6 months have actually come on the market. So we're seeing a little bit more inventory, but they're actually going faster. So the days on market are shortening, and we're actually seeing prices increase. So, which is a really beautiful thing. We're seeing them staying a little bit steady in a sense, depending on if they started overpriced. Okay. So when they list them realistically, they are selling, the list to price ratio is closer. So I think that's a lot of what we're seeing in the market, and more buyers with the interest rates dropping, we're seeing them come back into the market. What do you think, Corey?
Yes, that's definitely true. I just had a closing at Otay Ranch last December, and it was actually a super fast closing. And as long as you're priced right in the Otay Ranch area, I mean, there's so much interest and activity going on, so it will sell as long as you're priced right.
Are we seeing more deals on like kind of a fix and flip, value add? What are we seeing more of there? Renovations. What are you seeing?
Corey, go ahead.
Okay, so it's actually a little bit of both. In our office, we've seen a couple of fix and flip listings, and also at the same time, we also have, turnkey properties. So if you're an investor or first-time home buyer or when they move into the area, there's definitely a lot of inventory to choose from right now.
Oh, that's great to hear. Maria's back. Yay, welcome.
Yay.
So we're just talking about market trends in the South Bay. Can you hear us, or can we hear you, Maria? Okay, great.
Yes.
You're frozen for a moment. So as long as we have here, just market trends in the South Bay. Can you talk to us about, commercial opportunities and what are the trends there? Where are deals coming from? Are they mixed use, smaller or larger scale industrial? What are you seeing in South Bay?
Yes, well, real opportunities really are coming from off-market relationships. But what we can see is that in the commercial side, small industrial base like in Otay Mesa, mixed use in East Lake, and neighborhood retails near the Gaylord Pacific, their vacancies are tight between 4.5 to 5.6% from San Diego retail. There are some recent comps that we can find. For example, the Teresina Apartments in Chula Vista, they sold on the first quarter of 2025 for $183 million at a 5% cap rate, Class A suburban multifamily perfection. That is incredible that we are seeing it right now in this market in here. So the deals come from local owners cashing out post-bayfront boom or underutilized spaces where, like, for example, retailer services needs to be upgraded, right? So, we see a lot of off-market deals that is hard to find. That is where we can see all the big opportunities, but as well on the market what we can see, however, the cap rate doesn't match. We have to work on the numbers to make it happen.
Yeah, well, that's why we need our listeners, whether they're in the industry or investors, they need you guys as their subject matter experts here in the South region. We have a few minutes left of the segment, so let's quickly touch on some economic development. So why does this area keep creating demand? And you've each touched on that a little bit, but South San Diego's growth is powered by trade, logistics, the military, of course, healthcare. There's some new expansion going on down there with a new convention center, I believe. So these are huge things with the economic development in the South region. So Crystal, can you tell us a little bit about what you're seeing?
I appreciate that. So you guys mentioned earlier about the Gaylord. So the Gaylord came in. It's a big hotel. You can look those up. Texas style. It's brought in about 4,000 jobs, which is huge. And they've also been over the last 5 years doing a lot of new construction development, starting with affordable housing and then up to the more expensive. So when we talk about economic development, the jobs are doing really well. The housing market's doing well. We have a company real quick called Got Fixers. So to your other question too, when we're talking about economic development, we are seeing a mix of people fixing and flipping, but it's also because November to about March, investors are doing that for tax purposes. But single family, right now, the interest rates have dropped. So before they drop more and we have major competition, we're seeing people who maybe want to move up, like single family to an up home, they're selling. So I think right now really is a great time, whether you're investing, fixing, or flipping, or selling for family. It's a really good time because economically, we're doing well in that sense for the community side. So.
That's huge. Thanks, Crystal. Maria, what do you think?
Yes, actually, the Gaylord Pacific Resort with the $1.35 billion investment, that was a very, very good thing that came up to our region with, as Crystal said, the 4,000 permanent jobs. That is amazing. From 475 to 500 million annual impact. It's going to bring almost 500,000 visitors. That will be driving retail, hospitality demand. We can see all these residential coming up as well, all these projects. There is an entire list of projects coming up ending for 2027, 2028, and 2029. All these projects already are going to be happening. We're going to be seeing this more and more often. So
Wow, forward year after year. That's great.
Yeah. So one of the projects that's going on in the East Chula Vista is the extension of colleges like UCSD and SDSC extensions are coming in, and so Chula Vista will be in a year or two will be one of the fastest growing city in San Diego County.
Wow. That's so great to hear. Thank you, all three of you, for being here to talk to us about these insights, again, on these hyper local areas of San Diego that we're focusing on with our insight segment every week. So please stay tuned, everyone, to know how to get in touch with our subject matter experts. Thank you so much, Crystal Hughes and Maria Engel. And we're going to pass it on to our next segment. So thanks, everybody. Martin, take it away.
Hey everybody, welcome to LEARNin Local Deals, where we go over real deals that are available to you right now. The reality of how active this market is I was just on the phone and I just got 4 realtors get back to me about deals we've been actively negotiating for investors. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce our sponsor right now before we get into these active deals that we're negotiating. So let's go ahead and take it away and see our sponsor. Thanks again to Revolution Realty Capital. This is actually good friends of mine over there. So great to have them as a sponsor. Great guys to work with. If you have anything going on that you're looking to get lending for, go ahead and reach out to them. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here. Good to see you guys. Maria, Crystal, Martin. We're going to dive into this. I think Crystal, Maria, you guys have some active deals. So let's go ahead. Crystal, you want to take it away first?
All right, will do. Thanks for having me. So 2828 University Avenue here in San Diego. This is in the adorable community of North Park, which is actually technically still in the South area. And I've closed about 1 home a month over the last 6 months in North Park. And these are all very investor-based, sometimes first-time investors or very experienced investors. And why I'm bringing up this deal today is because this is a live live, rent, and resell opportunity. It's got strong cash flow, has great amenities, and it's built-in demand. So if you have 25% down, you're around $2,000 a month, depending, or less, and it can generate you over $500 instantly in positive cash flow. So it's smart and it's flexible, and it allows multiple exit strategies: low risk, high control, and strategic thinking. So real quick, I just want to give a couple more details about the property. So live, rent, resell. Why? It has a view, it has a private balcony, it has secure parking, and it's got designated storage and a walk-in closet. Now that features consistent drive and strong demand for long-term resale and for tenants. Okay. So with that, that's a great payment that has projected cash flow. And that's the kind of opportunity that first-time investors or even sophisticated investors are looking for. So lifestyle appeal, strong fundamentals, and it's a very resilient asset. So if you are looking for something like this, I think this would be a great opportunity. Even if you were looking maybe even to move into it and live in it and then turn around and make it a rental later. This is a great opportunity as far as the future and now.
Thank you so much, Crystal. I'm actually really excited to talk to you a little bit more about that. I've been walking a very specific investor around for the last, I want to say 2 months, trying to find a similar opportunity. So maybe we can dive in a little bit more. Maria, I know you have one. We have a little bit of time. So what I want to do is kind of pitch these deals and then we'll kind of dive into them a little bit more. So Maria, let's hear what you got going on.
Well, I have some deals with leasing opportunities. However, what I wanted to talk about is like why being in the South Bay, because for example, Lifetime just opened, I don't know if you guys are familiar, it just opened a 135,000 square foot athletic country club in the East Chula Vista Hotel Ranch Cotavera area. And that is blending a luxury gym resort style amenities. Social space is one of the main destinations. So what is going to happen with that is that in the area, there are a lot of spaces still available for businesses coming in, as well as residentials. The two-level complex feature a massive fitness floor, Pilates and yoga studios, indoor and outdoor pickleball courts, resort-style pool deck with dining and lounge area. These are creating major lifestyle anchor for the community. Why we can think, why Chula Vista? Why did Lifetime open in Chula Vista? And this was chosen because it's rapid growth with nearly 6,500 new housing units permitted since 2020. Hotel Ranch is leading like a new master plan development. So this project is driving retail leasing at a nearby 55,000 square feet shopping center, generating 500,000 in annual property taxes and an estimated 88 million in economic impact. So this is positioning the East Chula Vista as a rising mixed use and experimental retail investment hub close to the 125 freeway. So around the area, there are a lot of opportunities, restaurants, leasing spaces for new businesses or expanding businesses. It's amazing what's happening out here.
Ali, you're on mute.
Mute.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Maria. Martin, do you have any insights onto that little opportunity?
Probably my first question would be towards Crystal. It would be, you said there's multiple exits. Is one of them just being a straight up fix and flip, or would you say it's move-in ready? You don't really have to do any work into it.
It's actually fully staged. So if someone wants to come in as an investor, put 25% down, they don't even have to put in nothing into it. So it's actually already been updated and it's staged and ready to go. Multiple exit strategies is more or less if you want to resell it and sell it in the future, it'll make for a great resell, and or as a future exit strategy of that income residual coming in, and then being able to use it and leverage it as like retirement in the future.
That's awesome. And then Maria, how often are you kind of seeing these like scale of buildings coming to the area? Because I know those type of buildings really add to the community and like really expand growth. How often do you see like this scale of a commercial building like popping up in these more rural areas?
You know, lately it's happening like really fast. We see a lot like the Chula Vista Entertainment Center. It's another one that just it's up already, right? Hopefully we'll be opening the doors end of 2026, 2027. Actually, I have a meeting with them next week. Hopefully I can give you guys more advanced information after my next meeting. But we see that Chula Vista has very big projects coming up right now all the time. You know, it's like the Chula Vista Entertainment Center, it will be like the next Hollywood, where they are going to do all kind of projections, and it's going to supposed to be really economical, affordable for the citizens, right? For the community, for everyone that lives in the South. So, and that is exciting.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
I can make some videos and record it for the next show and show it and explain, but I'm so excited of what's happening in here.
Yeah, no, we really appreciate it. It's a little bit different sector than I specialize in. So it's great to have you on here. Great to have someone that really specializes in a specific side of things. Crystal, I did want to pivot back to you for 1 second. I know you're going over the deal. Could you just do a quick 15-second nuts and bolts of that deal one more time, just location, specs on it. Just give me a quick rundown real quick.
Yeah, so this is located in North Park. Okay, it's off of University Avenue, which is right in the heart of it. So it's walkability to everything, cafes. So you're really getting that neighborhood feel. It has a strong cash flow, and it's 1 bed, it's 1 bath. It's about 600 square feet, but turn around and rent this out or live in it. Location wise, you will have an instant equity and cash flow property. Secure parking, walk-in closet.
Perfect. And then my other twos I have for you on that, my two specific ones, HOA.
Yeah.
What's the cost?
There is
on
an
that?
HOA, but even with that fee, if you're charging for the rent, you'll still cash flow on it. So
Okay.
Are you wondering what the HOA fee is?
Yeah, I was just looking for nuts and bolts on this.
It's $555.
$555.
But that includes like almost all of your utilities. So you're not paying additional utilities. That's trash, water, all of it.
Perfect. So this is a condo opportunity. We have a commercial opportunity. And then Martin and I actually have another opportunity that's a little bit of a combination of both. It's going to be a single family residence. But there's a lot of, when this one came across the desk, I was looking at it. And when I've been looking in this area a lot for multifamilies, actually. And so as soon as I saw this property, I thought this was a duplex. It is not a duplex. It is a single family residence. It is kind of set up to be split level. So you have an interesting front door that takes you right into a staircase. You have these 2 1-car garages. And then upstairs, you have a 2-bed, 2-bath with your kitchen actually already being upstairs. So this is, it can be as cut and dry as you want on a flip. Obviously, if you look through in the industry, this is not the prettiest of places as is, right? But that is what we look for in our flip opportunities. But there's also opportunity to go in, and since this thing's already split up and how it's set up, you could add an ADU downstairs. You could add an ADU and a JADU, have this be an income producing property. A lot of potential. So I've gotten some interesting feedback on it before already. It's in an interesting pocket where everything in this neighborhood is sitting on a minimum of a ½ acre. So you're getting into a neighborhood that you're not going to be built up. You're going to have land. You're going to have room. Good little interesting opportunity. Like I said, not something that we come across too often, but you have a blank box to do whatever you want. So now that I pitched the deal, I would love to hear some of your guys' thoughts. Martin, obviously you and I have talked about this one pretty in depth. So Crystal, Maria, what are you guys thinking? Yeah, Maria, let's hear it. Or Martin, I can pivot to you. Martin, you know a lot about this deal, so feel free, jump in. This is up in actually North County right now. So a little bit different, but I wanted us to have a full spectrum of deal opportunities, right? So go commercial, go condo, go SFR, potentially ADU.
Some of the things I would look out for, especially if you're going to do a lot split, any type of ADU addition, like make sure you're permitting everything, make sure you're keeping adequate records of everything, because just later down the line, it's going to be a huge hassle. If you don't do it the right way, you're going to try to sell, and you're going to get caught up in paperwork and legal issues because you took out a structure, you didn't set it up correctly, you didn't do any of the work correctly, there's no permits. So permitting and making sure everything is up to code is like the most important part in any big project like this.
Yeah, permitting is definitely important. So yeah, just for our listeners, if you do want to go with the addition route, it's going to add to your timeline. When you add to your timeline, you add to your holding cost or the interest you pay on a deal. So the exit on this changes by about $200,000 to $300,000 if you go in and you do those additions. So yeah, really important to run your numbers, get familiar with your territories, confirm with your areas that you can do any additions, can do permitting, and then of course account for if you're going to do permitting, it is going to take longer. So yeah, good information there, Martin. Changes a little bit of the prospect of the deal. Crystal, any thoughts?
100% agree. You have to do the right things. You got to always keep track of everything. Keep track. And it is, you're absolutely right, the permitting side. Now, when we look at it from an investment standpoint about what of the value of a property actually is, that's the difference between an expert real estate agent and not, is knowing what's also the future value of this. Because if the real estate agent who even has it listed says this for 600, but you know this could be like a 1.2 property in the future based off income, that's huge, right, Maria? I know you can attest to that too. is it's also the income. So if you can build an ADU and maybe even build up where you have multiple incomes, that's huge. But here's my thought process on that property. There's some work that needs to be done to it, but you could do very minimal work in order to get into the property, to turn it into a rental and or move into it, live in it, and then update and add an ADU. So I think this is an excellent opportunity as far as getting into it at minimal cost to make it. It doesn't have to be this beautiful brand new home. It can be just something to get in, live in it, and then build and develop and grow. And that's my personal opinion on that property.
Yeah, thank you, Crystal. I really appreciate it. Maria, do you have similar thoughts or?
Yes, actually, that's exactly, Crystal, you're right on track. That's what investors are going to be looking, how much they are going to make, what's their income, if they're going to rent out that ADU, if they're going to rent out the house, how many stream of incomes can they actually get from one property. So to maximize the possibilities and the opportunities, and if they're going to be covering, even if they're using a loan or they are paying it cash, how long until they get the return of their investment. So it's a great opportunity, a great property for investors. As always, as I always say, numbers need to make sense, right? Otherwise,
of course, everything in the investment world comes back to numbers, comes back to that exit. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for bringing those opportunities. I'm really excited to follow up with both of you. Crystal, like I said, I have an investor that's kind of hot to trot, so we might be able to figure something out. Martin, I want you to go ahead and take us away, take us into our events.
Yeah, awesome. Alrighty, so it is time for the Learning Local events, and unfortunately, our very own Tracy Hassey could not be here to do it herself, but I'll be filling in for her. Big shoes to fill, but I'll do my best. Before we get started, I'd like to thank our sponsor, HLM Group, LLC.
Smart real estate investing starts with the right partner. At HLM Group, LLC, we guide investors through every stage, from acquisition to full-service management. Whether short, mid, or long-term rentals, we transform properties into high-performing, fully booked spaces. Design, staging, leasing, hospitality. We don't just manage properties, we create experiences that feel like home. Because the best investments deliver more than returns. They become places where life happens and memories begin. HLM Group, LLC, own the property. We'll craft the experience.
Awesome. Thank you, Roger, and thank you, HLM Group, for sponsoring this. But no, let's take it away. Let's get started. So our first event is going to be the Learning Local Challenge. We're actually part of the 6-week live right now for the first-time real estate investor series on identifying property, getting funding, your escrow and title, what are you going to do at the end, building generational wealth with 1031 with Chris Estelario. So we're going to be doing our next week on Friday, so look out for that. We have the Queen Business Expo, where business meets empowerment. That's going to be on Saturday, January 31st, from 11 to 5 p.m. at the Handlery Hotel in San Diego. And then this Tuesday at 1 p.m., we have our Learning Local Challenge live Q&A. It is specifically about our week 2 on our 6-week program about how to get financially pre-approved and do everything with your lending and your financing. And then this is personally my favorite one. I love going to all these AI events, but the AI Quantum Leap for AI co-pilots and your mini avatars for anything in your business, for your work, for your personal life. It's going to be every Saturday from February 21st to March 14th. And they're from 9 to 11 PST. And there's going to be a secondary session in between for anyone who can't make the whole thing from 9 to 10:30. But these AI events are amazing because you guys have the leading experts who are brought in to really talk about AI, everything you can do, and how to leverage it in anything you do in your business or in your life. And it's just invaluable information, especially in this day and age. So highly recommend going to that one. And then our very own Corey from Learning Local Live, the Valentine's Day themed home buyer seminar. This one will be Wednesday, February 4th at 5:30 to 7 p.m. In Chula Vista. Make sure you RSVP by scanning or taking a screenshot of that link if you can. She'll be talking about getting pre-approved, down payment, affordable loan options, purchasing single family homes with a partner, by yourself, with an entity, it doesn't matter, and working with a really high-level realtor such as Corey and her team. So super excited for that one. And then our very own exchange resources here with Chris Astolero will be having the Unlock the Investor Market 1031 basically seminar. So that's every second Tuesday of every month at 1 p.m. PST, starting February 10th. There we go. And then with Naomi, also a Learning Local expert, February 10th, 6 to 7:30 p.m. in Mission Valley. Basically a pre-approval one. Stop renting, start owning in 2026. It's the window to apply. So super excited for anything with Naomi. So, and then probably the last and one of my favorite ones is the Moonlight Beach Half Marathon. This one's basically following our founder, Ruben. He'll be running in the marathon, and most of our team will be out there to support. But March 15th, the half marathon up in Encinitas. Super excited for that. Super working people. Super excited. I think I would like to talk a little bit about this one.
I didn't know Ruben was going to be in the marathon. I am fired up. I'm going to have
I've been
to
following his journey online.
I know. I need to.
Well, that's coming up, guys. That's the point. When we get everything set up and we have our Learning Local vans driving around, we're going to be at the race supporting the communities. I mean, this is what real estate is all about, quite frankly, right? It's all about local community. So super excited. Crystal, I know, has an event. You want to talk about that event, Crystal, really quick?
Thank you so much. It didn't make the slides. It was going to originally be a private event, but we have a lot of people wanting to come to this. So it is on February 12th. I'm hosting Love Your Money. It's the Wealth and Real Estate Strategy session. It will be here in North Park at Porchlight Realty, high-level investor-focused evening. I'll share how high performers and high net worth clients use real estate to protect, grow, and position their wealth. So if you're already very serious about this, or you're wanting to get more serious about the long-term financial security, we will be meeting together then on February 12th here in North Park from 5:30 to 7 p.m.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Crystal. We'll absolutely create a slide and make sure everyone in the community knows about the event.
Appreciate you guys.
We love branded events, by the way. Who doesn't love events? So speaking of love, Erica has an event you want to talk about as well.
A couple of events I love. The first one is Real Estate Inner Circle. It's at the University Club. I do love the University Club. I am actually the chair of the Real Estate and Strategic Partners Committee. So again, whether you're work in real estate, you're a strategic partner of folks in real estate, or you're an investor who wants to learn more about real estate, first of all, you're in the right spot being here on Learning Live. But live and in person, the University Club every month does Inner Circle, and that is where we just gather and talk real estate deals, what's going on, brainstorm, crowdsource. But that's the next one's on February 11th. That's a Wednesday, so about a week and a half from now, and it is 11:30 to 1. And then the following week on the 18th during happy hour, because again, who doesn't love happy hour? We have a huge event called Conversation Carousel. There are going to be 10 tables with 10 subject matter experts talking to you, whether you work in real estate, adjacent industries, or are an investor. You can go there and learn from some of our very own here on Learning Local Live. So Ruben Austria is going to be talking to us about how to get prepared for your 2026 real estate investment projects. Chris Astolero is going to be there talking about all things you should know about 1031 exchanges. The AI quantum leap that we just heard for the event. We heard about that event just a moment ago. We're going to hear from them, do a quick little crash course. You get to hop table to table every 8 to 10 minutes. We'll be rotating, so you can hear from all of these experts, get all of this info. It's going to be an amazing event. So that is on Wednesday, February 18th, and that's during happy hour, 4 to 6. We'll make sure that we have a slide on that next week, and just keep getting that info out to you guys.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. And before we wrap up, I just want to thank everyone who's watched the show, give them shout outs. If you guys recognize these folks, please give them a shout out as well. Gabriel, my man, he's learning the game, he's learning the business, he's learning private lending right now. So thank you so much for tuning in. Speaking facts, only facts. Guess what? Because if we're if we're speaking lies, then people will just call us out, right? So that's why we're here live. We don't have to worry about all that. Anastasia, thank you so much for being here. She's watching for the first time. We'd love to have you on camera at some point as well. She loves the opportunity. So, hey, Anastasia, check in and make sure you check in with Crystal, Allie, Martin, talking about deals. We'll get them through. This guy loves Crystal Hughes a lot, so I just decided to put him up here. But Crystal,
love you guys too.
You know what? Honestly, like when I say, "Wow, that's amazing," like it's about the facts, right? You just drop in facts. It's like,
Right.
it's like, you know what I mean? And that's the reason why we bring experienced folks, because they can do that. So,
well, hey, Coach Rue, don't forget, Crystal wrote a book.
You guys
on
are
bridging
sweet.
the gap, the navigating the waters from struggle to success. So she also wrote a book. So if you want a copy of it, please make sure to reach out to us so that we can get you a copy of this book and connect you directly with Crystal. Thank you, Crystal, for this
Thank
book.
you.
Speaking of
Congrats,
which,
Crystal, that's a big deal.
where do we reach out to?
It's on Amazon. It's on Amazon as well, but you can also directly reach me. Text me. I love to text 619-775-9890 or on Instagram as Crystal, your realtor.
ooh,
All right. Thank you,
take
guys.
us home, man. Take us home, Chris.
All right. We had an amazing show today. Great show, great content. We have, just some great speakers with knowledge. And this is what we do. We connect, we collaborate, we create content with all of our professionals here. We have the dream team today. And I hope that all of our viewers saw a lot of benefits, a lot of value, and everything that, our experts had to say, because you need to be knowledgeable about your purchase in real estate. You don't want to make any mistakes, and they're here for you. So with that in mind, please join us on School. This is the only show in San Diego that provides all of this content live with our professionals. So help us grow the community, be a part of it. You can see some of the live podcasts that we've done in the past so that you can catch up. But please do so. And we thank you. Thank you so much for joining us today. And we'll see you at the next LEARNin Local Live.
Yay.